Two young women fall at the same time in love with the same handsome man, determined to have him for themselves alone. Taking advantage of the absence of Carl's wife, she knocks on his door, claiming to seek one shelter against the rain, and manages to enter his home. Carl is far from imagining that this simple gesture of generosity will turn into one nightmare from which he will never escape. One time inside, the two girls take off their shoes by themselves, which puts Carl completely at ease. He brings them towels to dry their wet hair. Upon learning that their phones have been soaked by the rain, he offers to order them one taxi, but the pouring rain causes delays, and the driver will not arrive for 1 hour. Fearing that she might catch a cold in their wet clothes, Carl brings them clean bathrobes and prepares them one very hot coffee. He collects their clothes, damp, and puts them in the dryer. It is then that a sudden noise resonates throughout the house. Carl goes out to see what is happening and discovers that the two girls have turned his record player on without permission, dancing freely with his dog in their arms. Impressed by the sweet and benevolent attitude of Carl, the two girls become bolder and more curious. She asks him how the turn 10 works. Eager to shine in front of these two pretty girls, Carl nonchalantly explains to them some basic tricks. The two girls feign surprise and get closer to him with eyes shining with admiration. The room is immediately charged with a heavy atmosphere of white holes. Uncomfortable, Carl heads towards the window to calm down. After barely a few exchanges, the girls get closer to him again with increasingly provocative attitudes. Nervous, Carl turns towards the turning 10 and puts on music to dispel the discomfort. Along the melody, the girls start to move to the rhythm of the music, and the atmosphere becomes more and more tense and enveloping. Carl tries to keep calm and suppresses his disturbing thoughts, but far from stopping the girls, he takes her hand and invites him to dance with her. Unable to refuse because accept it without great enthusiasm, the atmosphere continues to ignite, and Carl is on the verge of losing all control.